Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. All right, here we are today, episode 105, and by chance I am recording this on Christmas Eve. So in the event that this does get uploaded on Christmas Day, Merry Christmas to all. And as because it is Christmas, we have the good old present chests going on here. And I still have this nuclear craft reactor there. Anywho, off camera, I went and made something. I can remember what room it's in. Yeah, okay. So I may have got a little crazy and made a big ass clean room. Now this is a sterile clean room. Oh well, I kind of shut off the card, the deck, or the pan. Expressions. Anywho, this is a sterile clean room, and I've set this up because we are going to be revisiting the raw growth medium production line today. And since all the machines are already built, I have not wired up anything. I have put the conduit in here, but that's about it. The reason why we're revisiting this is because not only, if I can spell correctly, not only is collagen useful for fibrogenic skulk goo, we're also going to be needing mutagen and raw growth medium. And yeah, so I mean, these three things all come from this whole thing. And why do we need this, you ask? Well, we're not only going to be needing that, we're going to be needing this to make skulk saturated microstructure pulp, which comes in handy to make animated bio alloy pulp, which comes out to make block of skulk bio alloy. And we are going to be needing that. I don't know to what extent, but if we look, where was it? Right here, skulk bio alloy, right? We're going to be needing, I guess, the ingots used in UEV tier components, right? So it does sound like we're going to be needing a great deal of supply. The material is primarily made up of a skulk and a bit of Prussian blue, and is activated in a discharger. Excuse me. So I believe that's all going to come into play involving this tier 11. Where particularly that comes into play, I'm still trying to figure that part out. Possibly the UEV components. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, big boy, yeah. Okay. So that kind of just further solidifies my okay, I need to get rid of that. But I'm more happy. I'm more so happy, there we go, that I did all this, because we're going to be needing to make a lot. Okay, so there's a ZPM hatch. I need to get rid of you. Do I have any more of you? Secure. Bet your bippy I do. Yeah, so that should be good. I don't know if there's going to be any other stray blocks, but I'll look around. Okay, so that being said, I have a little notepad here to remind myself of the whole chain of events going on here. So you'll notice that we have some single block machinery right here. That's because anything with a muffler hatch will not work in a sterile clean room. Not until we get that sterile clean room hatch can we have multi-blocks. Actually, I don't even think then. I think no. I think yeah, never mind. Forget I said that. Okay, so I kind of tried to make this all look pretty neat with like steel frames, so like nothing was like floating per se. Kind of did the same thing over here as well. Yeah. All right, so let's just get right into things. So we are gonna need distillers. Oh shoot, did I not make another distiller? Wait, so let's see, hold on. Brewery. Hold on. I'm looking at. Wait, hold on. My notes here say distiller for biomass and bacteria, check. Reactor to make the above in the sludge. Brewery, distiller, macerator. I must have made one too many breweries, maybe. Um, let's get another distiller. And I'm gonna need Enderium. I thought I did all the correct math here, but let's just get to that as we do. Get to that. We'll get to it. I can't think of words. We'll worry about it later. Okay, so that's going to take a bit to make another distiller. So let's get started with what we have. So the biomass. Oh, brewery. Ew. Okay, so we had the brewery. Oh, I think I wrote it wrong in my notes. It should be brewery, not distillery. Okay, so brewery for biomass and bacteria. Okay, so we're gonna need, let's see, I need to get back here. Let's see. Can I put them? Wait, I don't want to do that way. Ah, okay. Can I not? Okay, I don't know. Won't worry about it. Anyway, biomass. So we're gonna need water. All right, so I got a couple of things in my inventory here designed to help us out with all that. Did I put my screwdriver away? No, I didn't. Okay. Import. That's a question. Does distilled water... I don't think distilled water... Oh, wait. Nope, that's still water. Water. Okay. I don't think distilled water is going to matter much. Besides, we have infinite regular water anyway. All right, so that's... There we go. Good. And I'm assuming... we might need to up our chaff game. That being said, I will be disabling the chaff, going to the other clean room place, you know? And boop. And boop. All right. Let's get that plugged. And you import. There we are. All right. So doesn't need a circuit. Guess it doesn't have power yet. So that would help. Let's get P2P. Boop. And where did I put my cutter? Cutter? There we are. I'm a lazy ass. I really need to make the electric tools. Maybe I'll do that between the next episode and this one. All right. So gonna need ZPM. Right. Yep. Boop. And there we go. So we're making the biomass. Now let's get to the bacteria. So the bacteria in a brewery, and then more chaff, and oh yeah, okay. So the distilled water is for the other fluid. Right. So import. Dang it. Okay. Oh, got that down. Boop. All right. Distilled Water. Probably help if I... Nope, that's working. There we go. Doot. And doot. Who the hell if I spell that right? And put you there. Let's see. Can I... Well, I know I can, but let me just boop. Okay. So that... Well, once it gets chaff, it should go in there. There we go. Now, is that needing a circuit or no? No. Okay. So we have that. Oops. There we go. And then you. Yeah. Okay. Reactor to make the... Oh, yeah. So now that we have the biomass and the bacteria, we need to come down here to one of our reactors. And we have a shared output hatch. But here, we're going to want to do... Boop. And regulator. Import. All right. So to make the enriched bacteria, that's not what I want. Hold on. What did I want? I really should have wrote things down better. Reactor. Oh, okay. No, bacterial sludge. That's 1-to-1 still. Okay. Cool. So biomass, bacteria. Right. Okay. And a boop. Now let's see. How do I want to route? Could do it like this. I think that's still connected. Yeah. Okay, so biomass, bacteria, bacteria. There we are. Now, of course, I'm going to need to make sure that I power these machines. Let's get that ZPM. Boop. All right, you are kicking. And then while I'm here, actually, I don't even know what the other one is yet. Reactor. Oh, collagen. Okay. So did I? Oh, yeah, I did. I did put the input buses there. Okay. So let me go ahead and boop and boop. There we go. Okay. Next. Enriched Bacterial Sludge Brewery. Okay, so the brewery up here is going to need that bacterial sludge. Boop. And a boop. Oop, not that. You go in there. Yeah, you should be able to go in there. Oh, it's because of the... There we go. All right. So then with that, of course, we're going to need the 235... Wait, actually, back up. Uranium dust. I mean, that would probably be better. Hold on. What's our uranium 235 looking like? So we have... I mean, we have quite a bit of 235, but then again, we also have like a shit ton of actual uranium. right? So if we do in a brewery, so that's a 1-to-1, but it's also 1-to-1 here. I guess it kind of just depends on your supply, really. Let's just go with the uranium, because I could just get more of that with a passive microminer. Import. And Kbal. And boop. And there we go. Okay. So we're getting that enriched bacterial sludge. Distiller. So the enriched bacterial sludge that we made, we put into a distillery to get the mutagen. So we come back over here and staying true to what we were doing before, we're going to put the fluid in through the back. Import. Get rid of you. I really regret doing that way. A boop. And a boop. And just like before, boop, boop. All right, so that now needs to be put on a circuit of Uno. And there we go. Mutagen. And boop. Now I might make more of these distillers for the mutagen. Depends on how speed is coming into play. Okay, so I think I turned off the cow farm. Meat. So mincemeat. I have technically a macerator here for the beef, but we also have a surplus of mincemeat. So with the mincemeat, we need to plug that. Hold on. Yeah, so the raw growth medium. Agar. Right. Gelatin and then gelatin, collagen. Oh. Right? Chemical reactor, LCR for collagen dust. Yeah, okay. So sulfuric acid and bone meal. Okay. All right. All right, just look at my thing here for a minute. Oh yeah. So this, I believe, is where we put this would be our collagen LCR. So we're gonna need 1 part mince, 1 part bone into the top here. So that's the in. So we're gonna wrench. There we go. Boop a doo, boop, and do 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 do. Where is my screw? Boop. All right. So mince meat, bone meal. Boop and boop. Keep exact. The hell? Weird. But I mean, like the little tooltip there is like so showing 640. That's wild. Anywho. There we are. Any second. There we go. And we're in business. Now we need the how much sulfuric acid? A bucket or half a bucket, but we'll put it in the bucket anyway. Boop. All right, so pump regulator, whichever the case. Import. So sulfuric. In you go. Keep exact. Boop. And a boop. Cool. Now we also need to make sure we power it. That would help. And voila. All right. We're kicking. And what I'm probably gonna do is like set up dedicated storage cells for these fluids. Okay. So that. Oh, I need to put the output bus on the LCR, now don't I? Yes, look at that. Indeed. All right. So collagen, we're getting a crap ton of that now. Okay, so macerator, allergy mixer for the gelatin mixture. So we have two mixers here. We're gonna need one for the gelatin. Wait, what? Hold on. Did I miscalculate? Or did I not? Oh, sorry. The raw growth medium happens in the other mixture. God. Okay. So, gelatin mixture. Let me get my window back into focus here. Boop. So phosphoric, water, and the collagen. No problem. So, you know what? I might do it this way actually instead. Let me do boop. Boop. And by this way, I mean like have everything piped in on the side. Where's you import? Uh, okay, so the gelatin mixture was 1 to 3. There we go. And might as well do this. What's up? Fork. Boop. Okay, so how should we pipe? I guess come around here. There we go. You piped in. Oh, duty. Give me a second. Oh, that's the output. And I'm probably gonna need another one of these, so let's just ask for a couple more. Get rid of you. And gonna have to put that back in together. Import. Boop. Shoot, whatever. That should be fine though. Okay, so let me wrench. Okay, so with you, port. It was the collagen. Forget how many. 4. Good. And just like before, we need to power. I put these over here and over here. Yes. There we go. Boop and boop. Okay, that's off to the races. So that's making the fluid and no items. Right. So now, you know, I just realized it would probably be better to have the fluid output yonder. And a boopy. And I could probably up that. Although that being said, I'm gonna have to also upgrade these hatches. But I'll take care of that later. A boop. All right, there's our mixture coming. Oh, did I never set up? Okay, so let's take. Let me do this. I need to go and do all this anyway. I'm gonna go get some fluid cells set up, probably 4Ks, individuals for each of the fluids. We'll come back and we'll continue on what we're doing. All right, back in a few. And we're back, everybody. All right, so I went ahead and upgraded this mixer down here. Now it's running 16,000 millibuckets of gelatin mixture. And we're going to have quite a bit of that. Eventually it'll backlog and it won't have anywhere to go. I also upgraded our chaff production. I moved the chaff makers from HV all the way up to ZPM. And hold on, you'll see here, we have almost 1 million plant balls. So I decided to still have the plant ball compressor, but I made it so it will only start working when we're under 4096 times 10. So 40,000 plant balls. This, however, the biochaff will make until we have 4096. So it's just like a scale situation, I guess. Right. So all the chaff is coming in. There we go. I should be more happy. I should be running. And you are enriched bacterial. I should probably stop you. Enriched bacterial sludge. We'll say 124. And that will be that. Mutagen. How's that mutagen coming along? Yeah, a little bit low. Now the distillery. Pretty sure. Yep, that's a muffler hatch situation. So I'll probably make more of these single blocks. Okay, so next. There's a centrifuge, but that's for the gelatin dust. Gelatin dust. Right. So the gelatin mixture will come into here. All right. Wait. Oh, sorry, gelatin. So fluid in, items out. Did I make a fluid hatch? I don't think I did. Okay. Fluid in, items out. So we'll go input hatch. Get rid of you. Put you in there. And I should be happy. All right, so let's go. Oh, I put the interfaces away. So boop and boop. Let's see. I guess we can go out this way. Yes. Gelatin mixture. All right, so that's a 4 down there, so you should be fine. You should be happy. And down over here. Did I put the P2Ps away as well? I didn't put them in. Oh, there they are. And a boop. And let's see. A boop. All right, so you can go directly up. Good. All right, so that's cooking. It's not making enough. Oh, because I didn't set that. There we go. So that should start making, there we go, 16 gelatin dust. So that makes about 1 dust every second. Could probably upgrade that. Okay. What next? LCR for collagen dust, mixture for gelatin mixture, centrifuge to make gelatin dust, autoclave for agar, right? Agar, autoclave, gelatin, distilled water. All right. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. All right, so where are the hatches? Did I even put any hatches in? So, that's a power hatch. Oh, wait, I think I see what's going on here. Okay, so item, output, fluid. There we go. So those are all the hatches. So for Agar, we're going to need item and fluid. Don't need fluid out. I'm going to get rid of you. Put you in there. Okay, so back to Agar. Gelatin in, distilled water in. Yes. And God, I really hate how I did the cabling. Gelatin. In you go. Before I do anything else. Oh, that's on a 16, but we'll put it at 4 for a minute. Come on. Did I not make the gelatin dust maker yet? Oh, centrifuge is probably not outputting. No, it is. Okay, so what the balls? Okay, weird. Come around here. Boop. Boop. Right, you are cooking. Making that agar. Ew. Well, we got quite a bit of agar already now, don't we? Okay, so I'm just gonna limit this. I'm just gonna make up an arbitrary number like that. All right, so we have the agar. So raw growth. So calcium, salt, mince, agar, and the mutagen. So the mixer down here. I don't think this has an output bus need, right? Yeah, no. And boop. All right, so you should be taking in the mutagen any moment. There we go. All right, so that's the input bus. So we're gonna have to get rid of that. Here we are. Input bus. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna scoot you to the back. There, oh, there you go. Import and item. All right, so let's remember. Let's see if I can remember everything here. So that salt. Let's do it this way. Agar, salt, mince, and calcium dust. Oh god. Salt, agar, mince, meat, and keep exact. Okay. And bada boop, and bada boop. All right, so calcium, agar, and salt. Salt. Oh, God bless it. There we go. So that's making our growth medium. You are still stuck on that. How much does the mutagen doesn't need a whole lot, right? Oh, 4 buckets. Oh. So I should probably upgrade that a little bit. All right, input hatch. We'll go. That should be fine. Oh yeah. All right. You. Yeah. So we're gonna need an output hatch to go with our input hatch. Output hatch. I never made a blue or MV one. That is weird. Um. Thankfully, I can just do that, but I will get that fixed probably. Bless it. Output hatch. Boop. My wrench at? Where'd my wrench at? Where'd the wrench? There you go. Alright. So no items there, so I don't need to worry. And honestly, I could probably just get rid of it. Okay. Oh. Alright, so we're making raw growth medium. You should be mixed. Let's see, so why? Oh, because of the input, isn't it? Good. Okay, so I think I just like that, like that, like that, like that. All right, Gucci. So that's good. That will jump up to 16 buckets in a second. Come on. And there we go. Okay, so that's good. And again, I might even upgrade some of these to UHV because we have the means to do that. Right. So we have that, and now we have the heater situation. We're gonna need a lot of growth medium, so raw growth medium, we'll say 1024 times, I don't know, 16. So we'll have 16,000 millibuckets before it stops. And we're making about half a bucket a second, from what I can tell there. I think that's half a bucket a second. That's 16,000 divided by 30. Yeah, okay. Give or take. All right, so the last component would be the heater. And the raw growth medium needs to be on a 1. Now, what's our sterile supply looking like? So we've got quite a bit. So why don't I do it like this? Where is you? There you are. And a boop, and a boop. All right, so, nope, not that. Sterile algorithm medium. Emit when bucket, emit when levels are above. And just like before, we're gonna come over here to that side. Import fluid raw growth. Could be going in. Why don't you go? Oh, because of this situation. Yes. Okay. And there you are. Wait, you should not be running. There we go. So there's a raw. Wow, there is the raw growth medium, and that will obviously turn into sterile when we have lower amounts of. Wait, that is sterile, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think all that is good to go. Might do some tweaking of these machines. I know this wasn't even used, but I'll probably adjust that as needed later on. Mutagen, yeah. So I'll probably get some more mutagen makers here. Or was the mutagen maker? Yeah, it's that one right here. So the enriched bacterial sludge. Enriched bacteria. Yeah, so we got quite a bit of that. So I already have another of these, so I might make another one. Honestly, it's just gonna say screw it and put it there. Import. Of course, that also... Oh, no, it only needs fluid, right? Okay. There's so much going on in my brain that I'm just like all over the place. Okay. Rich bacterial sludge. There you are. You probably need a circuit, yes. Boop. And then another one. Boop. Import. Boop. Rich bacterial sludge. Actually, does that? Yeah, it does need sterile Cleanroom, right? Of course. Of course. Otherwise, I probably would have put it somewhere else if I had to. The choice. Boop. And alley-oop. Would help if I put that in there. All right. Making more mutagen. I'll put away all this crap. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. Okay. Down here, that's going to just be throttled. I mean, we would need... Let's see, we need 30 divide... no, 1,600... No, 1,000 divided by 30. That's not what I want. 16,000 divided by 30. So we would need half a bucket per second, question mark? So let's see. Oh, it's 15 seconds. So we're making six. No, that can make a, yeah. It would normally be 15 seconds, but we're making, so 60. Sorry, I'm all over the place. 16,000 divided by 15 seconds. Okay, so we would need to make a bucket per second. So we need about 11 of these distillers to saturate that mixer. So far, we've got about, is it easy to tell? That's like 1 second, I guess. Let's do it this way. If I did mutagen, right, and I knock that up all the way up to ZPM, and so that's about 1.25 seconds. I need 1,066 millibuckets. Let's see. 100 divided by 1.25. That's 80 millibuckets a second if I'm doing that right. 1066 divided by 80. 13 distillers, I think. Let's round that up and say we make 400 millibuckets every 5 seconds. 400 millibuckets every 5 seconds. Yeah, so that's about 13.325 distillers. I could probably do that, no problem. But then I got to make sure I'm making the enriched bacterial sludge fast enough, and that's probably doable. Okay, so I'm rambling here. Collagen. So yeah, we're getting up there in collagen now. I could probably go ahead and demolish the other sterile clean room. Well, at least demolish some machines, making this whole situation. Off camera, I'll probably increase the mutagen production. I might have to go over here on this side or draw this out, add more frames or whatever. Raw growth. We're not, wait, did I not? I put bus, I put hatch. I mean, we're making like 266 millibuckets a second. So it's going up. This is just the thing that I'm going to have to like saturate or let it saturate, get the mutagen going, and we should be good. So next episode, we'll go back to the main course of what we're looking at in game here. I don't know if we'll get into Skulk Bioalloy right away. We might go up here to the T8 circuit boards. Omnium, Omnic. I got some monazite situation going. And that should open the way for that. Open the way for that. And then down here. So we'll try to do like this, this, and this. In order to do these matter processors, we're gonna need, we can do a circuit assembler in UV. So we need the board, we need chips, but all that looks doable. And those chips. Okay, so we're gonna need the neutron star stuff, the unactivated multidimensional. Okay, so that's all doable. That is gonna need to come from a UV of a tier 9 mission. So yeah, that's all doable. But that again will be a next episode thing. I hope you did enjoy. And I will see you all in the next one. And once again, Merry Christmas to those celebrate it. Happy holidays. Otherwise, see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.